So I'm gonna read another Zatara story. This is Action Comics number 14. So Zatara, the Master Magician and the Fountain of Youth by Fred Gardenier. Resting at the Carolina plantation of his friends, so that happened last issue. Eleanor and Fred Hodges, the Zataras taken by them one day to visit Jeb Standish, a retired Southern industrial leader. I have heard a great deal of your fame, Zatara. I've been wanting to meet you for a very long time. I have a venture in mind, a trip to discover the Fountain of Youth. Police, or Ponce de Leon sought that in Florida and failed. But Florida is not my destination, Zatara. I refer to the legend of the ancient Incas of the well of Quetzalcoatl, whose green waters keep the old alive for centuries, even restoring youth and strength to them. I am a wealthy man, Zatara. If you'll bring back a gallon of that water to me, I will write you a check for $1,000,000. I must not die. I must regain my youth. With my experience in youth, I shall be the greatest man in the world. Much later that night. What do you think of the idea, Fred? Is it insane? I don't I don't think I heard of the legends that seep through from South America. Where there's smoke, there's fire. Some sort of magic water must be down there. I must come, Colonel Standish, to offer my services. If I bring no magic water back, at least I shall have it had a trip and some adventure. After a week of preparations, Zatara is en route. When we land at Rio de Janeiro, Tong, make inquiries as to natives to paddle us up to the Amazon, into the jungles. We may have some difficulty, for our way is long and troublesome. Me smack a couple of them, master. They don't give us trouble then. But difficulties do arise in Rio. They say the curse hangs over river, far down, master. Well, if I can't win them otherwise, Hagad Kor. Will you come, or shall I leave you thus? Hola, 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 hola. Well, I guess the South Americans are like written as I don't want to get into that. I don't. They're written as like sort of like natives, but that's not probably how what they would have been like. I don't know. But and the expedition sets off down the Amazon. The treacherous paddler behind Zatara creeps up on him intent on murder and plunder, but the magician quickly simulates a stone wall to the utter confusion of the Indian. The amazed natives are thoroughly frightened at seeing Zatara strolling on the water. A native decides to put Tong out of his way. This rebellion must be stopped if we are to proceed with any safety. Malahath. At the words of magic, Tong's canoe becomes suspended in the air upside down. Help, help, help. And peace is restored until the wild falls. We will go over and die. We are caught in the rapids. Once again, Zatara gestures and the canoe rises into the air. Continue paddling in the air. I like it better than the river. And weird sight to the denizens of the Amazonian jungles. Canoes are paddled through the skies. Look, there, a red city, down, down. The lost red city. These paddles are too exhausted to be of any further help. Here, Tong, let us go forward without them. Be ready, master. Well, how are they supposed to get back? You just left them for dead anyway. Yeah. Listen, native drums telling of our presence. We must hurry to the city. Master, many men come with spears. The grass seems filled with red. Yeah. Again, this was written in the 1930s, so I don't know. It was written 1930s, so it's a very different time. But Akarola, die, Jar Nadal. I do find a lot of these satirists like I even had to put a disclaimer in one of them. Like these satirist stories are very racist, but yeah, the natives are amazed to behold their war spears, nothing but transparent clouds. A huge brute of an Indian leaps at Tong, swinging his war club. Well, Tong's an Indian. Well, Tong engages the Indian in single combat and conquers him. Come, Tong, I think we've done it. The way lies open to the Red City. No hostile hands are laid upon Zatara and Tong, though many are the hate-filled glances. Now they seem glad to see us. Enter the city, Tong. Perhaps they did not know we wanted to enter it. Legend tells of the temple of the Red City as the gateway to the Fountain of Youth. Let us ascend its steps. At last they come to the deserted throne room. The throne room of that temple, that woman, she is dead. I have been dead 1,000 years, rash stranger. I sit in judgment of all who come. You are doomed. Too late is it to turn back. Look, master, snakes. Huge snakes slither towards the tower and Tong. No such snakes as these ever lived. Perhaps an alien intelligence is seeking to dominate our minds. Gotta Joe. The mongoose, deadly enemy of the snake, is conjured by Zatara to his defense. Zatara calls to the unseen force that directed the serpents against him. Whoever you be, whoever you home, I force you to appear. The magician exerts the tremendous pull of his trained will to drag his oppressor from his lair. I come, fool of another world. In the wall sits the guardian of the Red City. Who calls the Geese the ugly? Who dares drag him from his home by the shining sea? I dare to call. I, Zatara. Tell me, if you can, where is the the fountain of youth in the Red City? The fountain of youth. You seek to live forever. Be persuaded, do not. I have lived for many hundreds of years and am tired. Cannot die. Era doth. So R something. Yeah, just gibberish again. It's weird because the early ones didn't have gibberish, I don't think, and then the later ones also didn't have gibberish, but then these in-between stories, like number 18 didn't have gibberish, number 1 didn't. But these, like, I guess middle ones do. Middle stories. What are you doing to me? Unseen hands hold me, and are you bringing me toward you? Will you reveal the past of the Fountain of Youth, or must I rob you of it? You cannot, you fool. But under Zatara's mighty influence, Gias opens his mind, and Zatara sees the path to the Fountain of Youth. I have seen the path we seek, Tong. Let us attempt it. At Zatara's gesture, a stairway springs into being. Here's a stairway for us, Tong. These passages are lighted by veins of radium. There are billions of dollars worth of it here, or hidden here. Master, water in here. I wonder what could Geese have flung some lever to drown us. No, master, help. No way out, no way back. I must find Geese at once. In shadow form, the versatile magician floats away. I have brought the strange men of magic to their deaths. Thus shall perish all who seek to find the Fountain of Youth. Hail to Geese, hail! But as Geese turns, he sees, invisible to all but he. Geese, close the water valves. The dead return to life. Command it. Valura, alive though dead, Mercy! Geese goes, as he is bid, to the control room. I shall wait a little longer. What the curse of Valura is upon me! Back to Tong races the shade of Zatara. I feel your presence, master. Help me. Hoggarth's off. Until the waters recede, be a fish, Tong. Finally, the waters recede, and Tong and Zatara resume their journey. At last, the tunnel goes downward. Tell Ila... Oh, okay, that's actual backward. That's actually backwards. So let all who pass beware of life you unto death. The ancient Inca tongue is on the stone tongue. It says let so it just said what I said. Okay. Let all who pass beware of death, of life like unto death. I don't like this tongue. Wonder if there may be some truth to that old idea of a fountain of youth. After all, Geese says he has lived centuries. I wonder. The shining sea, master. Zatara and Tong follow the path to the middle of the sea and come to the fountain of youth. Go, Tong, and fetch the waters of the fountain in that flask. Flask in hand, Tong approaches the fountain of eternal youth. Me feel young, smelling the spray. Me drink water and live to be 100 years. Me drink. Zatara suddenly realizes that Tong is being overcome by the evil powers of the magic waters. Do not drink, Tong, I forbid. Do not. But suddenly the water speaks to Tong. Do not drink me, or you will become very sick. Me risk it sick to live to be 100. Here, how? But the water refuses to be drunk by Tong. Me not drink, master, me not drink. Me save water for you. I don't know what it is I feel, Tong, but something tells me not to drink that water. That is why I caused you unable to drink it. Let us get back to the throne room. Geese makes one more attempt to wipe out Zatara. Slay them, they have desecrated the fountain of youth. Gore Allah. But at the wage of the magician's hand, the Indians turn to graven images. They will live and breathe again in an hour, and in that time will be well away. By fast plane and from Rio, Zatara and Tong speed homeward, only to learn distressing news. Jeb Standish died 2 weeks ago and a day ago. 2 weeks and a day ago, Zatara, at 10 o'clock. That was the exact hour Tong dipped his flask into the magic waters. Ironic, isn't it? I am really glad, Fred. Man was not ordained to live forever. It would be a living death, like eternal day with no night in which to sleep. Yes, it is just as well better, I'm sure. The end. So yeah, the whole point of the story basically just never happened. I mean, the old man died. The old man died before getting the Fountain of Youth. So I don't know. So that means the whole story was pointless. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you could like, comment, or subscribe, that'd be appreciated. And I'll see you guys later.